Hey time travelers, I had to replace the $250 sound card that I put in this rig back in 2015 when I built it. Because of a janky video card that was all janky and twisted and it was messing up the power and it fried my motherboard and my power supply and the $250 sound card. This is my look of disapproval. Check it out. Looks like the bestest one there is. Hey, you're not supposed to see how the cheese is made. Well, I guess that's what this channel is about sometimes. This is a really cheap smartphone that I'm using for my mic right now. Focus! Wireless mic, see that? It's cool, isn't it? Anyways, toss. Let's see if I can do a semi-retro unboxing. Semi as in, it came out in 2013. How do with one hand? It's a box in a box and another box in the box. This is the desk thingy, what's it? Which is an awesome volume control. Actually, toss. Show you the one on my desk because that part still works. It's only at this funky angle. I said focus, Jimmy, gosh! At an angle because this wire goes to go down that hole, but I control the volume there. And this wire is what plugs into the back of the sound card. Right now it's plugged into the back of my motherboard. And it's got 2 headphone jacks and 2 microphone jacks. And that headphone cable goes all the way around, blah, blah, blah. And it's plugged into those cans. Anyways, back to business. It has 2 things in here, which if you're a gamer, you'd really like this part because of how it breaks down the sound. And I had a friend that I recommended getting the Creative ZX. This is the ZXR, the more betters one for, you know, musicians and stuff. I'll show you why. If I can get this out of the box with one freaking hand. So the point of a discrete sound card is that the word discrete means it's separate from your computer's motherboard, so it doesn't have all the background noise of your motherboard. And the biggest problem really isn't the background noise of your motherboard, it's the noise your CPU makes. Just from opening and closing programs or doing stuff in the background, even just moving your mouse will put background noise into your recordings that are like, well, so obviously you can tell all this is, you know, audiophile or musician oriented. But the main card, if you check out the back here, focus. I said freaking focus, I don't go all day. At the top you've got the microphone and then the headphones. This is what plugs into the desk thing I showed you. And then line out in RSA cables, and then rear and sub. So those are for like complex digital speakers that some gamers use. Then it also has this daughter board. Come on, man. You were focused a second ago. Line in, which is what I like to use from my, I need a light, from my mixer that comes from all my microphones and guitar and stuff. So I can control all that and send that into my computer. And that little port right there, don't need the light, Gemini. That little port right there is what connects this to the main thing. And you can see it's got its own processor in there, but so does the main one. And this is what makes it so that it has less noise than the sound card that's in your computer. Well, sound controller. So there's my one, my daughter board with its connector, what's it thing, that somehow got shoved inside of the card. How did that happen? So part of the reason why it took me forever to buy a replacement is because I thought I broke my one. Here's my one that I bought back in 2015, and I did a mod on it that has the same kind of capacitors they put in guitar amps to give it even cleaner sound. And it was a freaking amazing mod, and it was awesome, until it wasn't. Felt guilty for maybe being at fault for breaking zits. Hey, other me! What? Come here and help me film this video. What are you doing? What are we filming? I'm finally putting in a replacement sound card. Are you done self-loathing for once? What do you mean? You and putting off installing the sound card for so long, you must have been a self-loathing Mr. Depression face. I wasn't self-loathing. I was just putting it off for forever. Either way, you're still a loser. What? You do know you're talking about myself. At least I can admit it. Screw. Because I'm a realist. It's okay. I hate me too. What do I keep saying? We're the same person and I don't hate myself. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy just to be normal. What? Albert Camus. Yeah, that pretty sums me up. Like, that's this week's emo quote. Emo quote. Wait, what? Emo me? What are you doing here? You need to share the beauty and love of your music with the world again, so people know about the beauty and love that is within your heart and stuff. Yeah, it's because of the anxiety that I have. Otherwise, you're just a goth emo poser with all your guitars. Anyways, it's time for this week's tech thing. What? It's this Bluetooth speaker. What even is a Bluetooth? And why is the tooth blue? Oh, that's right, because you're stuck in the past. I was spawned out of your set. You were spawned, in my mind, in the 90s. Do you remember cordless phones? Well, now you can send music wirelessly to other devices through the air. This week's tech thing is the Anker Soundcore Bluetooth speaker. Since it has Bluetooth 5 and I have Bluetooth 5 USB antenna, and my media center PC, well, it's an antenna that sticks out of it. I can listen to those long talking YouTube videos when I do stuff all around the house and just carry the speaker around with me. Wow, really? Like, you listen to it throughout the whole house? Yeah, even in this old house with the plaster walls. Can I use your phone so I can listen to the What's It music? Yeah, most modern phones have Bluetooth 5.0, but that doesn't count because you can just keep the phone in your pocket. You don't need the range. What if I have the phone on a charger? I have learned certain ways of certain technologies. Okay, fine. Take the phone. You gotta turn the speaker on with the little circle line button. I know the standard symbol of power off and on. Okay. Just go to the top of the screen, pull the thing down, hit the Bluetooth symbol. Looks like an angled letter B, so it turns on, and then hit where it says Bluetooth to bring up a menu. Leave me alone. Whatever, 90s boy. Okay, the Anker Soundcore Bluetooth speaker boasts 66 feet of Bluetooth range and a 24-hour playtime. I did test it for 24 hours, but I let it play all day while I was doing chores and whatever all around the house, and it kept going. Bluetooth 3 devices would cut out if I went into the next room, and this one doesn't. And now, enjoy this random thing. This random thing is a really funny English, and by English, stupid light, stay up there, you're supposed to illuminate the scene. It's this really funny English card, and by English I mean bad English, that came with something I bought, and I'm gonna read it for you guys. Focus! Why need David Archie, a quality undergarment brand, committed to meeting men's pursuit of premium life. Details in fabric and cutting. High quality fabrics and refined fitting meet the pursuit of comfort for high quality man. I'm high quality man! Put my thumb over this guy's butt so I don't have to use a nope sign. Details in design and workmanship. Basic but not ordinary design with the process in line with actual wearing habits, which fully matches the personal preferences of decent man. Decent man! 3D cutting for fitness. Imprint tag for added comfort. Air permeability for cool and fresh. Toss. Story behind that thingy what's it is that I have to take the bus and ride my bike on days that it's not going to rain, and it's getting cold because it's freaking winter. And let's put it this way. Everybody at my job got a memo that basically said, we understand that in some positions, if not most positions at this job, you could do your job entirely from home without coming into work, which means teleworking all of the times. If you feel that your job is this way, fill out this form and tell us which 2 days you want to telework. And you'll have to come into the office the other 3 days. For the past 2 years, they've been making us come into the office 2 days and telework 3 days, and I only have 2 pairs of long underwear, so I have to buy freaking more! I mean, what the? Alright, what's next? Oh, pause this. What? Head empty. No thoughts. Well, what do you want? Don't stop the music! And moving on to this week's dad joke. This week's dad joke says, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, do you get it? Get it? Eye of the beholder? Man, that's loud. Does he not realize he's like literally right below me? Now, it's time for the awkward end screen. And I was hoping on saying something awkward to alter me and seeing where it would go from there and just like close the video. But then emo me showed up and maybe if I pause the music again and we cut to whatever emo me's reaction is, or maybe even he'll come upstairs and yell at me some more in his emo voice. And maybe emo me will come up here and yell, and I'm not gonna yell through the floor. Whoa. Hey, did you guys do Book of Emo yet? We're not quite finished filming yet, and then there's gonna be many, many months of editing or whatever it is regular me does on his computer all day. This is awkward. I think I traveled to the past. Regular me does a thing called awkward end screen. Maybe this is that? Being awkward means you are thinking. And awkwardness is justified in art.